It was discombobulated, as it were.
No matter what we go through, no matter what we encounter, no matter the hardships that we may experience in life, there can be a purpose to it all. Oh, crap.
What?
I felt good after going and weighing in. Then you do this scan and
It puts some stuff into perspective, y'all. You see your little body looking like a daggone Teletubby.
just waiting on this fat lard to finish. I've lost 14 pounds of fat since I started this. I think it's a fox. That's a little fox. I can't be better yesterday, but I can be better today. I can be better tomorrow. Morning. Day 21, 75 hard. It's a Sunday. Why am I awake already? I begin every day by reading my Bible, reading my 10 pages, journaling, and then spending a little bit of time in Duolingo.
All right, folks. It's about 6:15. Got all of my morning regimen completed. And now I am going to get ready to go out for a weighted vest walk. So if you haven't been following up to this point and you haven't seen, this is my new 40-pound weighted vest. Really like it a lot. I got links down below if you want to see the exact one that I got. But I've done a few walks with this thing so far, and yeah, so far I like it. I like it quite a lot. Seems to be working out well for me. Something weird happening here. I wonder if that's why this shoulder's been kind of hurting me. Let me fix this. Okay, that's better. I made an adjustment. I think in my haste to kind of get out and try and use this thing whenever I got it the other day, I didn't realize how adjustable the upper straps were. So made some adjustments there. They do have these kind of additional pads here. Anyway, I had it lopsided because I didn't realize that I could adjust those upper straps. And I think when I was walking, I was kind of feeling like additional pressure on my right side. And I just thought it was because I have this neck injury on that side. But I think it was because it was actually kind of out of, it was discombobulated, as it were. So yeah, this is my 40-pound vest. Been doing a few walks a week so far. And I really like it. I don't think I'm getting an accurate calorie count on how many calories I'm burning with it, but I've been setting it to the hiking setting. And anyway, I think it's doing some good. There's a lot of stuff out there that says that it can help improve posture. And I mean, obviously, you're going to burn more calories whenever you're carrying around 40 pounds for a 45-minute walk. So that's what we're going to do this morning.
No one out. Not a car inside or anything. Guess people are enjoying their Sunday morning. Moon looks cool this morning. So, it's Sunday, and I find myself getting really excited for Sundays. Not only because I get to go to church and see my friends and my family and just spend time reinvigorating my soul, but also now during the course of this challenge, it's also the day where I get to go weigh in and then do my body scan and see how the work that I did over the previous week is paying off. I'm hoping for continued good results, but as with any journey, right? You always have kind of like lulls and everything, and I don't know when one of those is gonna hit. I hope it's not this week, but yeah, I'm excited for that. So we'll get this first workout in today, then go and get cleaned up and go to church, and then after church I'll be able to do that. Dang, that's a good little wrench. Sometimes you get these little bonuses like this guy. I can always use a little wrench like this. Well, thank you, whoever unfortunately lost this. I'll make sure to put it to good use. Nothing to see here, just a guy in a 40-pound weighted vest walking in the dark on Sunday morning with a wrench. It's a little later than my normal walk, so there's a little bit more sunlight out right now. And this camera really captures a lot more light than I can actually see with my eyes. But it got me thinking. I normally hate when the time changes in the spring to spring forward, you know, because you lose an hour's sleep. But one thing I am looking forward to is getting more sunlight in my morning outdoor workouts. There's a lot of, you know, research taking place and stuff that shows the benefits of getting sunlight first thing in the morning and helping set your circadian rhythm and all that kind of stuff. So I'm looking forward to that. The only disadvantage is here in Texas is sunlight brings heat. Ugh. So I've been going back through a lot of the footage that I recorded whenever I was on my journey to run my full marathons, trying to piece together that story. I just want that video to be really good whenever I finally get it together. But anyway, as I've been going through the footage, it's kind of crazy because I've been reminded of how, I mean, even like 9 months, almost a year before I ever ran that marathon, I was doing 75 hard, and I got into this mindset so deeply that, you know, there's clips of me speaking to the camera and I'm saying, like, I am obsessed. I can't think of anything else other than achieving this goal. I have to do it. I know I'm gonna do it. I mean, they're really intense actually. And anyway, it reminded me of kind of that mindset shift that took place in me. And the timing couldn't be more right because I feel that happening again. I said a couple weeks ago, you know, that I had to find that new thing that drives me, that new thing that motivates me, that new thing that turns the switch on. And I really think I'm tapping into that. I'm not yet ready to share some of like kind of what's consuming my thoughts, but I will tell you they're big, multiple goals. And yeah, I find myself where that's what I'm thinking about more and more. Visualizing being in those moments, visualizing standing in those achievements, visualizing the person I am in that moment. I feel something happening. I'm actually listening to a song right now by Jonathan Traylor called You Get the Glory. Highly recommend you checking it out if you want something that'll speak to the deepest parts of your soul, if you believe the way that I believe. And that's that no matter what we go through, no matter what we encounter, no matter the hardships that we may experience in life, there can be a purpose to it all. And that's if we commit our life to Christ and He gets the glory through all of it. And for me, I mean, it speaks so deeply to me because that's it, man. That's it. That's all I want. I just want my life to mean something good for other people, whether that be my family, whether that be my friends, whether that be other people who watch these things and find inspiration to overcome their darkest moments. That's it. That's it. I just want the time that I have here on earth to be something that impacts other people. I used to live in so much regret because I spent parts of my life where I wasn't the best version of myself, negatively impacting other people, hurting people. Not intentionally, but just through my own ignorance and immaturity, not knowing how to love people correctly, not knowing how to treat people correctly. And I really hated myself for that. And I finally come to a point where it's like, I can't be better yesterday, but I can be better today. I can be better tomorrow. I can't be who I wanted to be, then. But I can be exactly who I want to be today. Or I can try, I can give it my best. And for me, that means inspiring, impacting other people, being a light in the darkness so that if people are going through things that they feel like there's no way out of this, there's no hope at the other end of this, they can see somebody who's been through something like that and know, yeah, there is hope. There is hope. That's it, man. That's it. So I hope someone out there, if you're in a dark place, I hope that just watching me kind of deal with my life and the things that I go through helps you through that. If even just one person is impacted, at least my life meant something.
Hey you. What you doing? Oh, you're not gonna let me pet you today?
All right, there it is. 51, well, almost 52 minutes. 242 active calories. Like I said, I don't think that's accurate at all. Heart rate never got out of zone 1, but Sundays are my easy day, so not bad. So I'm just sitting here checking on my latest video I put out, which was my half marathon, and right now it has 14 views, but it's got 4 likes. And look, the previous videos I put out over the past week, like my Spartan Super 10K and Tough Mudder 15K, they only got a few views, no likes, no comments, no nothing, right? So it's just really, it's crazy, but it's just really exciting to see that video getting a little bit of traction because, you put time into it. And for me, I just want people to see the journey and see the story, and hopefully be impacted by it, right? But it's so, I don't know, it's just funny to me because if you know anything about my past, you know that I've had like 9 viral videos over the course of my life, which have been viewed by millions and millions of people. But this is the first time that I've ever tried to do anything, just about my own story. And right now I'm just so happy about getting 4 likes, I hope that it continues to grow. I did do something different with this video that I think has made a difference. And that's that I didn't push it out to my current subscribers. I just let it, I kind of let it go out and let YouTube pick who it's going to show it to. And I think that may be making a difference. So just keep going. Okay, so check it out. Dawn is going to go out and try the weighted vest for the first time. So here's her gray weighted vest right here. And that's got the 8.75 pound weights in it. Yeah, so she's going to go give it a shot and we'll see how she likes it. All right, time once again for some electrolytes. Y'all, I'm telling you, this is what I did not do the first time around when I was doing 75 hard, and also just when I was learning how to be a runner in the first place and really putting myself through physical challenges. These electrolytes make all the difference in the world. And I don't care, if you use this brand or liquid IV like I use early on in my other videos. And I do have another kind coming, Element, which is actually like the letter LMNT. I have those coming. I'm going to try those out. But no matter how you do it, getting electrolytes in, especially when you're sweating so much, it's a game changer.
honestly. And I actually just watched a video earlier this morning from Thomas DeLauer, who was talking about how electrolytes like this can also help with appetite suppression and just overall satiation. Satiation? I don't know. You know what I'm trying. Satiety. So I don't know if you've watched any of my other videos so far. You know that I really haven't been getting hungry. I'm not really having cravings. I think, that's in large part due to breaking my addiction of sugar. And just the way I've been eating, but maybe these electrolytes also have something to do with that. But what I do know is that I'm well hydrated and I'm getting the electrolytes that I need. And I used to get just chronic headaches constantly. And I really think that was in large part due to, sugar, but also just not being hydrated and not getting the right electrolytes throughout the day. So cannot recommend this enough. I always do my electrolytes in my first half gallon of water for the day, and that seems to be enough for me. So if you have a favorite electrolyte supplement that you take outside of Liquid IV or the Santa Cruz, whatever, let me know in the comments below. Let me know what you like, and maybe I'll give it a shot. All right, all cleaned up, dressed, ready to head to church. Smart. This week I remembered I'm taking a bottle of water here, got some flavor in there. Hopefully I'll fill that up a couple times during the course of the next few hours. So I guess I'll see you when I see you. Okay, quick update. It's about 1:10 right now. As you can see, I've changed back into my trusty black shirt, waiting for my wife to get changed, and then we are going to go weigh in and see how we did this past week. Oh, crap.
What?
All right, y'all. I just came back from Complete and weighed in, and let's take a look at the results. All right, so disregard that right there. I just set a goal last week, but spoiler alert, if I jump down here and we go to total weight first, let's have a look at that. There we go. So right now I am sitting at 219 pounds, 219.71 pounds. Last week I was 223.7. So that's 4 pounds down over the week. My starting weight was 233.71 pounds, and today it's 219.71 pounds. Pretty awesome. Skeletal muscle mass. You can see I have not lost any muscle. I've lost muscle from, earlier last summer, but whenever I started, I had 83.78 pounds of muscle. I lost just a little bit, and then last week I went back up to 84.22 pounds, and this week I was at 84 pounds. So I'm not really putting on muscle, but I'm not losing muscle. So that's a very good thing right now as well. Percent body fat. I started at 36.8% body fat. Today, or last week, I was at 33.9%. This week, I'm at 32.9%. So I lost 1% body fat over the past week. And then body fat in pounds. So I started out at 86 pounds of body fat. And last week I was at 75.77 pounds of body fat. This week I'm at 72.22 pounds of body fat. So I lost about 3.5 pounds of body fat, and I've lost a total of about 14 pounds of body fat. You guys, come on. Tell me that's not headed in the right direction. Also, my visceral fat level, I didn't show this, but when I started, it was at 18%. It doesn't have the historical here, but I was at 18% on my visceral fat, and now I'm at 14%. So that's just awesome. I'm definitely headed in the right direction. Didn't have quite as big of a drop in overall body fat from week to week, like I did in last week's result, but still very much headed in the right direction. I'm very, very happy with that. Very happy with that. All right, let's go put on the funky suit and see what the measurements say. Zozo suit engaged. Still feels just as ridiculous as the first time I put it on.
Move slightly further. Keep going. Turn right to 3 o'clock. Turn to 4 o'clock. Turn to 11 o'clock. Your scan has been successfully completed.
All right, well, there it is. I don't trust this app at all as far as calculating body fat percentage. It actually shows that my body fat percentage went up. We know that's not true based off of what we just did. But as far as measurements go, you can see that the blue areas are where I'm getting smaller and the yellow areas are where I'm getting bigger. So there, well, let me go back over here. So over the past week, I lost another ½ inch in my lower waist. I lost another ½ inch in my upper waist. Gained a little bit in my arms. Gained, a little bit in my legs, which that makes sense. Look at the stuff that I've been doing. Lost almost an inch in my chest, and neck and everything. We go to a side-by-side here. So this is what it looks like from last week. Not a huge change or anything, but, still a difference. I think a big difference in my chest and my stomach. Possibly some difference in my back. If I look at it from my very first scan that I did on the 22nd, I think there's a more significant difference there, a more significant change. But I'll tell you one thing, I felt good after going and weighing in. Then you do this scan and it puts some stuff into perspective, y'all. You see your little body looking like a daggone Teletubby. You realize that, yeah, you've done some work. Yeah, you've made some progress. But you got a long ways to go until that scan is a little bit more visually appealing. Oh, man. I'm such a modest person, and I'm so embarrassed by, my own body, honestly, that I'm kind of getting a kick out of this process because, yeah, I can cover it up with clothes and stuff, for the most part, but that's my body shape, and a lot of it is my body type. I'm not going to have the same body type as a lot of people. I got a lot of work I can do, and I got a lot of stuff I can improve, right? But to a degree, some of it's just my body shape. But, I'm encouraged because I'm going to have these from right now, and one day I'm going to be able to compare them to something that looks a whole lot better than that. And that's just what I'm going to look forward to. So yeah, it's a little embarrassing right now, but one day it'll be something I can look back on and I can not only laugh at, but I can look back on with pride and say, dang, look at what I did. There it is, 20 hours fasted. It's about 2:15. I'm going to end this. I got another one of these shakes. If you saw my last Sunday's video, this is from the Complete Nutrition where I go. And it's just some peanut butter and protein powder and some coffee. It's about 300 calories for half of it, so I'll drink half of it, and then I'll give my wife the other half, and I'll make sure and record it in my FitnessPal. All right, here's lunch. That's about 8 ounces of meat. I didn't measure it, but I know that these were 8-ounce patties. Cup of white rice and a little salad with, again, some of that avocado ranch dressing. Not very much on it, just about a tablespoon. So, yeah. Bon appetit! Okay, so change of plans for today. I mean, it's Sunday. I had planned to relax a little bit after lunch with the family, and then I need to cook some chicken. I need to get my second workout in. But this is one of those days where, you know, real life hit, and I just got some information that a good friend of mine is going through something, and I think they just need somebody today. And whenever that happens, I'm the guy that just stops what I'm doing and I'm there. And that's what's happening right now. So I'm gonna go be there for a friend. That means that, you know, everything with this challenge gets a little bit harder today, but I'll get it done. I'll get it done. At the end of the day, though, this is what really matters. Being there, impacting other people's lives. That's what I'm hoping to do with this challenge. But now, you know, here in my real everyday life, outside of this challenge, I need to go and I just need to be there. Alrighty, folks, we're gonna get a little better prepared this week. So I'm gonna meal prep some chicken here. These are just chicken breasts that have been filleted in half so that they cook a little faster. Hitting them with a little bit of salt first, and then just going on with the old faithful fajita seasoning. We're cooking on the Blackstone today. I've got this thing screaming hot. Let's just get a little oil down. Pretty windy out here right now. So, I got it dug down. So, the natural thing to want to do with these is, you know, to be flipping them a whole bunch of time, but really, you want to leave them long enough so that they can get that nice golden crust on the bottom of them. So, I look for them to start to turn white around the edges, and then I'll check one, you know, occasionally. There we go. That's kind of what we're after right there. Probably could have let it even go a little bit longer there. See, this one was over on the cooler side of the grill, so it really didn't get too much. Just waiting on this fat lard to finish. Okay, there we go. It's the finished product. Wasn't talking to you, I was talking to the camera. All right, there's dinner. I've got 6 ounces of the chicken I just cooked. And by the way, would you look at that? Just look at that. Huh? Juicy. A cup of white rice. 2 deviled eggs, but these are essentially it's just an egg. It's got some dill pickle juice and little dill pickle slices in it. No mayonnaise or anything like that. And a little teeny salad. Well, it is 7:33 and I have not gotten my second workout in yet. So I am on my way right now. There's a walking trail here in our city. I think it's fairly well lit. I don't know. I haven't been on it in a long time, and especially haven't been on it at night, but I just got to go get something done. And I don't like walking in the neighborhood whenever it's super dark like this. Just, it's not lit up well or anything. I don't really feel like jumping on the treadmill. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go try this. We'll see.
All right, so tonight's is just gonna be just a walk, just a normal walk. Of course, did the weighted vest walk this morning. Sundays, I really normally try to take it pretty easy. It's supposed to be a day of rest. And so I just consider this active rest. Like I said earlier, today didn't go the way that I expected it to go. You know, life happened. And I just had to put first things first. And first things first are the people I love and, you know, the people that I can have an impact on. That's all that matters, you know. So I don't like having to get out here this late and do things this way, but sometimes that's how it goes, you know. Probably won't be the last time over the 75 days that my schedule, you know, goes in a different direction and I have to get out here and do something different. So let's make the best of it. Got my AirPods in, got some new music on, and I get to spend a nice, crisp winter, Texas winter evening here walking on the trail. You know, one thing I think was 75 hard, because I was guilty of it the first time that I did it, is I think people can overcomplicate it. For me, the first time I did it, I thought, man, I have to be out 2 times a day, 7 days a week, just going as hard as I possibly can. And you try to do that, you're gonna hurt yourself like I did. I ended up injured and then I ended up having to walk for, you know, a week, and I couldn't even run at all for multiple weeks. I had to ride my bike and stuff. And this time around, of course, you've seen I've taken the approach to, you know, let's run every other day. Let's try to mix it up and everything, but let's be smart about it. And in doing that, you can't argue with the results I'm getting. Look at, you know, I've lost 14 pounds of fat since I started this. 14 pounds of fat, and I'm not losing muscle and I'm not hurt. So, I mean, if I keep getting those same kind of results and my cardiovascular system continues to improve, then I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. The one thing that I would like to see is if I could start putting on some muscle in addition to dropping the fat. That would be great. But I'm trying, you know, I'm doing the weight training workouts now. I'm gonna start working in the yoga. So hopefully that goes up. But honestly, my primary goal right now was to drop body fat, and I'm doing that. So anybody can hate on me if they want and say, man, this dude sure does walk a lot for 75 hard. Yeah, I do, and it's working. Critters up there. I think it's a fox. That's a little fox. So, oh, Lord, what's going on there? Oh, let's unzoom. Okay. So whenever I told my wife and daughter that I was gonna leave and I was gonna go out and get a walk in on the trail, my daughter was like, that's how you end up on Criminal Minds. They've been super hooked on that show, and now of course they think there's a serial killer around every corner. So it would be super ironic if I got murdered by a serial killer or something here. Yeah, nah. Plead the blood of Jesus over all this right here. Boom. So crossing that street right there actually puts me now into what's called the 400 zone of our city. Our city's divided into multiple zones. And the 400 zone, whenever I was a police officer, for those who don't know, I spent the majority of my adult life as a police officer. When I was a police officer, this was the zone that I worked. So even just crossing that street, I immediately started to get flooded with memories and calls and, you know, bad times and good times, both. But even on this trail, I was just remembering being in foot pursuits, you know, in this area. There's a really large ditch right next to me here. I don't know if that's showing up on camera or not, but it's really steep, really deep. I remember being in foot pursuits and like literally falling down in this ditch right here. None of my foot pursuits went very well, by the way. I remember actually I was a bike officer, and we didn't have full-time bike officers, but like if you were a trained bike officer, what you could do is you could bring a bike with you on patrol. You put it on the back of your car, and then if you had time where you weren't responding to calls, you could get out and you could do some proactive patrol on the bike. And I used to love to get out here when they first built this trail on the bike and ride it up and down. And then, you know, I'd get a hot call, and then it would be a rush to try to get back to the car so that I could go respond to the call. So many memories. Wouldn't trade it. I wouldn't trade it. All right, folks, there it is. 2.35 miles, normal outdoor walk. Just over 1,000 calories, 103 exercise minutes, 14,372 steps, 7.22 miles. So we'll just go ahead and count this as the daily wrap up here, because ain't much going to change between now and I go to sleep.
All right, back home. I don't think much is going to change. It's already 8:30. I'm about to go take some melatonin and likely maybe spend a little bit more time with the family and then go to sleep. So let's go ahead and wrap up the day. I just showed you the activity count a minute ago whenever I finished the walk. Let's check out MyFitnessPal. Show you where I came in on my calories today. So right there, 1,538. I had my lunch, which was that cup of white rice, salad, grilled sirloin steak, avocado lime ranch dressing, and then that quick add 300 right there is the protein shake that I had earlier. For dinner, I had the chicken breast. I got dill pickles, white rice, and egg on there. Now, I changed the white rice to half a cup because I didn't eat all my white rice. And I did 2 large eggs because I wasn't sure exactly how much of the yolk was in those 2 deviled eggs. So either way, you know, pretty close. Overall, you know, pretty much, you know, right where I want to be with my calories, around 1,600, somewhere around there. So feel good about that. I started fasting at 7 o'clock so I can eat tomorrow around 3. And I've already taken my picture for 75 hard. So now all that's left to do is boom, boom, boom. I just finished my 2.5 gallon. Boom. Follow a diet. No cheat meals, or if for me, no social media. I don't drink alcohol. Boom. And just like that, that's 3 weeks of 75 hard complete, y'all. Day 21 is done. So I'll save that for tomorrow. Overall, good day. You know, it was a good day. Didn't go the way that I expected it to go, but I still managed to get everything done. I managed to cook food. You know, we went to church. We did all that stuff. The weekend went by pretty quickly, but overall, a really good day. I hope that you're enjoying this series. If so, I hope you tune in tomorrow as we do day 22 of 75 hard. Take care.